Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 44.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Check three.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Devin White on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers now to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop on 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Mike's 4-2. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Check. Lucky.
Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Mike's 4-2. Watch the slats. Check.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tyler Irvin back deep. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on first and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. He picked up that pass.
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Packers nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
On first down, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this is caught by Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
The 23-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Looking deep for it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
So it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we beg for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 27, Brady.
That was a pretty good job.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Brady now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Irvin to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. 38 yards. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Well, Charles, I was going to say the defense probably should have been ready for that since a two-point conversion tied it like it did. But snapping it from the 15, maybe that was the ultimate element of surprise. They never expected that.
I think you're onto something, truly, because you're supposed to prepare for every eventuality. But who really thinks someone's going to fake it from the 15-yard line with an expectation of getting it into the end zone and picking up 2 points? Not very many people.
Offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Brady looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 15-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Green Bay.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
He's brought down
11 more on that one and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. The gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle by Dean.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And Braith, the tight end's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Green Bay.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Rodgers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
16 yards. And the Packer 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of
from their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From the 36, Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
Alan Lazard, 36 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Crosby for the point after. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
21 apiece. Mason Crosby to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
58, 58.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Just a yard to go here on second down. From the gun, it's Brady. To Evans on the slam. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Pass complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 42 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
58
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 49.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some